Hey guys, today we have exciting news for caregivers worldwide. Canada has just announced a brand new PR on arrival pathway specifically for caregivers, making it a lot easier than ever to relocate with your family. Whether you have a secondary school certificate or a university degree, right? You can actually qualify for this fantastic opportunity. So in today's video, we are going to be sharing everything you need to know about this newest PR pathway, all the requirements set by the Canadian government, right? We are going to be sharing them with you, helping you navigate this new pathway and take the next step towards your dream life in Canada. My husband is going to be sharing everything you need to know about this newest pathway. And after watching this video, right, if you need a one-on-one guide, you can book a call with us. The consultation link is in the video description. And if this is your first time watching me, hello, my name is Ammy. My husband and I talk about everything immigration and studying abroad. Do subscribe to our channel, give this video a like, and share with all the caregivers you know. Don't miss this because your journey to permanent residency in Canada actually starts here. Keep watching.
Welcome to Immigrate with Ammy, and today we're going to be talking about some exciting news for people who are interested in immigrating in 2024. In the beginning of this year, Canada actually released some news regarding some of the changes in some of the immigration initiatives and pathways, and a lot of people were actually discouraged, and because of that, many people who were looking at making plans to immigrate to Canada actually changed that plan. One thing that I'm here to tell you in this video is that there is a lot of opportunities for you in 2024 if you are interested in immigrating to Canada, and I'm going to be showing you a new program that the government has launched, which is meant to encourage more people to apply for the immigration programs that Canada is currently running in 2024. Why should you watch this video? Number one, this is a program that only requires you to have a high school certificate. Okay, so a university education or a college education is not a requirement for this program. Of course, if you do have a college degree or a university degree or a master's degree, that is all well and good. But if what you have is just a high school certificate, then you are also eligible to apply for this program. The second reason why we are sharing this information with you is the fact that this is a program that actually requires the lowest language benchmark. So as you know, one of the main requirements for Canada immigration is language proficiency. You will have to show that you are proficient in either English language or French language, okay? And for different programs, the government of Canada has set different levels of proficiency that you will need to attain, okay? So they call it the Canadian Language Benchmark, otherwise known as the CLB. For this program that we're going to be talking about, which is the latest program that the Canada Immigration has approved, you only need to have a Canadian Language Benchmark Level 4. And for those who are conversant with, the CLB scale and the rating, you know that this is actually very easy for you to attain when it comes to language proficiency, okay? So basically, this is a program that is focusing mainly on your work experience in a particular sector. And in this video, we're going to be showing you what Canada has done to encourage more people to move to Canada in 2024. And we're going to be showing you exactly what are the requirements for this new immigration program that the government has launched, okay? But before we go into that, just to give you some form of encouragement, what you are seeing here is the Canadian government immigration levels for 2024 to 2026, okay? And if you look at the 2024 values, okay, what you can see here is that they have an overall planned permanent resident admissions target of 485,000 people. Now, that is a huge number. And the reason why I'm showing you this is just to let you know that despite what people are saying that Canada doesn't want immigrants, Canada is stopping a lot of programs, in 2024, Canada is expecting around 485,000 permanent residents. Okay, now how does that affect you? You have a chance to become one of these 485,000 people. And since the beginning of the year, if you have been watching the news and following up on Canada immigration news, you would actually see that they have been inviting a lot of people, like every 2 weeks, every month, under the different immigration programs. So this is just to let you know that in case you're having second thoughts about your Canada immigration plans, I think you should focus more on it and give it what it takes. Don't also forget that Immigrate with Ammy offers a one-on-one consultation to provide some form of support and guidance for you, especially for people who do not know exactly what to do and how to approach Canada immigration. You can send us an email and we can help you to kickstart your journey in moving to Canada in 2024. So let's talk about the new immigration programs that the government is starting for people who are interested in moving to Canada in 2024. Canada announces new pilot programs to support caregivers and Canadian families. Okay, and they also intend to make the caregivers program permanent. Now, before this moment, okay, there were few programs that were being run in the pilot phase that were targeted at caregivers in general. Okay, I think they had about 2 or 3 different programs that Canada Immigration were running. Okay, now what the government is trying to do is that they have repackaged this program to make it easy for people who utilize this pathway for them to easily become permanent resident in Canada. Now, what the government is saying here is that caregivers from abroad are invaluable to Canadian families. Their hard work makes a difference in the lives of those they care for, including children, seniors, and persons with disabilities. So basically, the programs that they had running in the pilot phase previously were the Home Child Care Provider Pilot and the Home Support Worker Pilot. Okay, so in this month, the government is going to be closing those 2 programs to give way to these new programs that they are going to start for caregivers as well. Okay, so this program will allow caregivers to continue to come to Canada as the government works hard making the caregiver pilot programs permanent. So this new pilot program will provide home care workers with permanent residence on arrival in Canada. So if you explore this opportunity, once you land in Canada, you can get your permanent resident. They have made it easy for you to use your work experience as a caregiver to move to Canada. And once you get to Canada, you can have the permanent residence. Okay, so this new pathway means that caregivers can more easily find proper work with reliable employers and have clear, straightforward access to permanent resident status as soon as they arrive in Canada. In the previous programs that they were running, you needed to have Canadian work experience as a caregiver. So you would need to work maybe 9 months or 6 months before you can now start applying for PR. But under this new program as a caregiver, you can get your PR once you land in Canada. And that actually makes all of the difference. It makes it more straightforward and it makes it easier for you as a caregiver to get your PR under this new program that the government has launched for caregivers. So the next question is that as a caregiver, what will I need if I want to target or explore this opportunity? What are the requirements that the government has set so that people can evaluate if they have the requirement and then they can position themselves for this new program? And I'm going to be showing you the requirement. Okay, so through these new pilot programs, candidates interested in working in Canada's home care sector will be eligible to apply if they meet the following criteria. And I'm going to show you that the government has made it very easy and very accessible by lowering a lot of requirements that most people would not have been able to meet if they didn't, change some of the structure of the existing program. Okay, so the first criteria is that you must attain a minimum of level 4 based on the Canadian language benchmark. And I mentioned this in the beginning of the video. The CLB level 4 is actually one of the lowest language proficiency levels, and that makes it easy for you as an international applicant to meet that requirement. So you don't need to have a level 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. Okay, a level 4 is sufficient for you to apply under this category. The second requirement is that you must have an equivalent of a Canadian high school diploma. So you don't need a college degree, you don't need a university degree. What you only need is a high school diploma or a secondary school leaving certificate. Okay, now there is one key word here, which is the equivalent. What that means is that if you didn't study in Canada, you would need to do a credential assessment so that your certificate will be equivalent to that of a Canadian high school diploma. And if you need some support, or you need more information or guidance on how you can do that equivalence or that credential assessment, we are also available to provide that support. Okay, the third requirement is that you must have recent and relevant work experience, which is one of the most important factors if you want to be considered under these pathways. It is for people that have recent and relevant work experience as caregivers. So you need to have that experience, and that is what the government is focusing on with respect to this new program. All right, and of course the last criteria is that you need to receive an offer for a full-time home care job. This is also important because once you have a full-time home care job, you can apply to come to Canada, and once you land in Canada under this program, you can get your permanent resident in Canada. All right, now we're going to be doing a separate video on how you can get a full-time home care job, how you can get LMIA approved job in this sector, how you can search for employers that already have the LMIA approvals ready. So we're going to be doing a separate video to show you that, because it actually requires you to go through some steps and for you to do some research before you can have that information. But overall, what we are saying in this video is that this new PR on Arrival pilot program marked an important step forward in Canada's effort to meet the evolving home care needs of its diverse population. So the Canadian government is making effort to ensure that their population or their citizens or their residents have access to world-class caregivers. Okay, either they are based in Canada or either they were trained internationally. As long as you meet the criteria, as long as you have the relevant work experience, Canada wants you. Okay, you've seen the numbers that they are targeting this year. It's very huge, and I want you to be part of this number only if you are ready to work hard, only if you are ready to go through the process of making sure that you target this new opportunity that is right in front of you. Don't forget, if you need a one-on-one consultation, the link is in the video description. Make sure you consult that link, reach out to us, and we can help you kickstart your journey in a way that is very easy for you to continue. All right. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and have a lovely day.